The Music is Life podcast has our own merch now over on tpublic.com. Click the link below in the video description. Looking for some new threads? We got t-shirts, long sleeves, hoodies, crew neck sweatshirts, tank tops, baseball tees, and also clothes for kids and onesies for your little infant metalheads. Don't want clothes but love the Java? We got you covered with coffee mugs and travel mugs. Need protection for your electronics? We've also got phone and laptop cases. We've got everything you're looking for at the tpublic.com Music is Life podcast store. Use my link below for fast service. Thanks for your support. TerraNut is proud to offer you a natural nut bar chock full of healthy fats, minerals, and protein that meet your demands. Go to their website, www.terranut.com. You can order from them directly and they will ship it to you. Use my coupon code LOUMAVS and you will get a 25% discount on your first order. TerraNut Superfood Snacks, www.terranut.com. Don't forget to use coupon code LOUMAVS at checkout. Fuel your life.
We are ready and waiting for you now. If it's a fight that you dare see, we've acquired our strength through pain. No more are we pathetic anyway. You are the reason why we claim that we've all become this way. And I regret this prison that I've created for myself.
Hey, Matt. Music is Live podcast is your host, Lou Mavs. Check out everything you need to know about the show over at musicisLivePodcast.com. Here with my buddy, Matt Michelow.
What's going on?
He's doing his return to the show. We're actually in Poughkeepsie tonight. We are going to check out the Yngwie Malmsteen Images of Eden tour. They are playing at the Chance tonight. My first time here. Actually, it's your first time here too, right, Matt?
That is correct.
So we're here in Poughkeepsie to check it out. Gordon and the guys were able to get us tickets for the show tonight, which, again, thank you, Gordon, for that. We're going to get some footage and hopefully talk with the guys. So we'll catch you around. So right now we're online to go into the Chance. There's the entrance. It's actually on the side of the street, which is pretty cool. Is this your first concert, I guess, since the whole COVID thing happened?
Thinking about it. Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool. So this tour was actually supposed to include John 5, who's Rob Zombie's guitar player, but because of COVID, he canceled his performance on it. So that's cool because Images of Eden, who's a friend of the show, they're on it. They're opening the show, and it's going to be great. And this is actually our first time checking out Yngwie.
This is my first time checking out Yngwie, and I'm destined to never see John 5, it seems like, because every time I'm about to see John 5, something happens.
John, you need to come back to Long Island, okay? We'll go to any hole in the wall to come see you play. You're awesome.
Hopefully there's not a monsoon shutting down Jones Beach again. That'd be appreciated. But that's not your fault. You just rock too hard.
Could be. Who knows if your transistors in your amp brought it, or all that crazy shit that he does with a Fender Telly.
That's true. He could have summoned the...
Cthulhu.
Okay.
Cthulhu.
Alright, so we're getting closer to the entrance of the Chance. Like I said, it's a little odd because the front door is on the side of the building, but it's pretty cool. But there's some cool murals around here, and this is the thing that strikes me as funniest. What is this purple thing, and what is that coming out of his backside?
And they got Metallica playing. This is awesome. Not the biggest venue, but definitely one of the nicer venues I've seen. Would you say?
Yeah, look at those amps.
Hold on. How many amps? How many amps do you need?
They all go to 11. They all go to 11.
12
of them.
12.
Serenity away, let it rain.
I'm standing outside the Chance at Poughkeepsie right now, and I got my buddies Gordon and Steve from Images of Eden after they just performed the killer set opening for the Maestro. Who's mealing behind me right now on stage. And Gordon and Steve, great job tonight. How did you guys feel you did?
I really opened the gate tonight. I felt the 3 shows into the tour, and I just really felt our hearts open up on stage and give it to the crowd. We're a very unique band. We're not up there kicking the beer can around. We really have a good message for everyone to grab hold and pay attention to, and we give them some good metal music to go with it. So I think we really unleashed it tonight.
Want to add to that?
I'm just glad to get through every show, man, to be honest with you. If I get through the last song and I'm like, okay, I still have a voice, I've won. But yeah, man, but that being said, to kind of pour, I like to pour everything out, man. I mean, I got so much to say and so much, it's a rough world, and we just want to lift somebody up. We all are going through the same stuff. That's what we want to do, man. Just pull somebody out of the quicksand. Somebody pulled me out of the quicksand 24 years ago and stood me up on 2 feet. That's all we want to do, man. But still, at the end of the show, I always breathe like, whew, I got through it.
Definitely. Matt was actually telling me after you guys performed, just said it's like, he pretty much described it as progressive metal with a groove, but giving a positive message, which is something that's like really lacking in music today. I won't get into it, but you know how I feel about y'all. Anyway, right before the tour started, you guys released a lyric video for the new single, which is Animation in a Still World. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought it was an amazing lyric video. I could see how it could be polarizing towards people of certain ideologies, but I thought it was a great attempt at offering a fresh perspective on the way, things are being viewed in this world. And just want to say, Steve, you are actually the mastermind behind the art direction and the editing of the video. Is that correct? If you want to talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, that's correct. And of course, Gordon's our writer, so I take everything he writes and that story and the content of the lyrics, and I kind of go to work and create from there. And honestly, this is just, in our opinion, a snapshot of the world today. This is our opinion of the snapshot of the world today, and we all know everybody's had a rough time. It's real now. It's not like just you see something on the news that people are struggling and you move on with your life. This is a worldwide deception that's going on right now. Yep. I mean, government is not very truthful with us, and I think we all know that. And we're just trying to tell the truth. We're not trying to start any waves. We're giving our perspective, our opinion of a snapshot of the world today. And we're out to help people, as you know. I mean, as you see, some of our songs are very, very heartfelt and driven songs to help people. And we twisted it in a bold direction this time. And that bold direction is everything we've been through heavily in the past 2 years here in America and the world, and the people that are running it, and the people who are feeding these stories to us to create racial injustice, to create separation, divide for all of us. We made a comment when we went to tour. There's no racism going on. There is racism going on, but not within the masses of the people. I don't think they really believe that. I think we're all one. We're human. We're all brothers and sisters. And the media lies to us and deceives us, and it creates divide. And we're trying to close that divide.
And use a great word, polarizing, and absolutely it's polarizing because the truth needs to be said. The last 2 years, there's been so many holes in everything we're being told. The media is lying to you. Turn off your TV. Stop watching the news. It is all divisive propaganda. It's straight up. The globalists are in charge. They're using the media and everybody in the government as pawns. It's not coming from the government. It's coming from the ones that are actually in charge. And there's a George Carlin clip at the very beginning of this, and George said it best. And then we went into this, we thought, well, is this going to be a little too extreme? I don't care if it's extreme. I don't care if it rubs you the wrong way. It's got to be said. We're in a perilous time here, and things are not going to get too much better.
You figured those who say that they believe in transparency would at least be a lot more honest than what they're being, and I praise you guys for calling them out on that.
Yeah, I always said that if a black Suburban pulls up at my house, man, I'm doing the right thing.
And so it's one of those things that just we want to tell the truth, and Are we the knowers of all? No, we're not. But we're pretty sharp human beings that have good senses, and we trust our senses, and we trust our hearts. And, you know, when you smell something bad, you know your first reaction is usually the correct one. And so we're just trying to share the love of our opinion, and hopefully someone will pay attention and watch it. Because just watch it and take a step back and look at the world you're living in right now. Just take a step back, get out of the tunnel, and I think you'll see something.
First of all, trust your senses. When you think you're being told something and something's not right, it's probably not. Trust your senses, because those are not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Definitely. So this tour is pretty much like not just an addition, but a continuation of the 3 shows that you did with Yngwie back in the summer in Texas. Yeah. I'm going to assume that it was his call to say, hey, I want Images of Eden to come back. And unfortunately, John 5 was supposed to be on this tour, but we understand that, you know, he had his concerns for the health and safety of him and his family. And, you know, we respect that. John, I'm hoping you're watching this, but we love you. We think you're an amazing guitarist.
And we miss you, bro.
We miss you, John.
Doggone it, get here.
And we hope to see you soon on stage, whether solo or with Rob Zombie. But that being said, though, you guys are doing this tour well into the end of the year. Yeah. From what I've seen so far tonight at the Chance, I would say tour, great success. And I guess one of the final questions, because I know you guys got to get to the next city, is what is in store for Images of Eden in 2022?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to take this.
Of course you will.
The 6th album. 3rd album with this lineup, 3rd album after we branded, but it's actually the 6th album. Is where I'm about 11 songs deep into the 6th album. So after we get past this tour, we're still going to keep pushing it. We're going to push the video. We're going to try to get that out as far as we can. But the main thing is I'm actually going to be producing the 6th album. So we're going to start working on that. And so far, it's going in a really good direction. I can't wait to dive into it. And it's like every time I start a new album, it's like you start to put these bricks on this wall. It's like building a wall, and you just keep building, and you start to see how it looks, and it just formulates this picture. And every single album is like a snapshot of what's happening at that time. And every single album kind of has its own theme. Yeah. And I really like where this one is going right now. It's a little bit ominous in parts, which is odd for us, but only because of the truth and what's happening right now. When I say ominous, I mean you're kind of like, ugh, but it's kind of more or less showing you in an ominous, brutal world, there are ways that you can bring yourself into a peaceful place. You don't need to let this world mess you up here and mess you up here. You can be in a good place, and that's sort of what we're saying. And it definitely takes a little bit of a turn from the current stuff and what you know. But
definitely, people got to break their own narrative to find out what's truth. You're absolutely right. Yeah, Steve, anything you'd like to add to that?
Not only another album after the first of the year we're going to start working on, but we're also going to start touring again next year, and soon. So we're going to keep the show rolling. We haven't really toured Angelborn, our current record right now, enough yet. And we want to expand on that a little bit more. And, we're going to pop another record out and do another one, so...
I'm proud to say that for me personally, and again, I said this in the last episode, this is me not blowing smoke up your ass, but in my opinion, Angelborn is one of the top 10 albums of 2021.
I'd like to add to that.
Yeah, he always says that.
Hey, you give me a platform, man. I'm going to use it.
He's got the mic.
And to your point, man, as much as we can push Angelborn out there, Angelborn was sort of born out of a tragedy that I went through, and that was just, I was at a very low part, just in massive grief. And it was like right after that happened, the material just flooded out. And I believe firmly it was the man healing me when I was writing this album, because as I'm writing it, I'm just purging. I mean, I'm in tears almost at every song when we're running it, or when I'm writing it. I'm sitting there just, and I can feel just all the grief and everything just kind of pour out. And I think, you know what? If this is having this effect on me, I hope it has that effect on the listener. If you've gone through a tragedy, I hope it brings you healing. It was the biggest healing experience in my life writing this album, and it was a supernatural level healing experience. It really was. I'm not going to mince words, and it was. I don't even want to try to top this one. The next one's just going to be what it's going to be. Have to go into it that way.
Well, I think definitely after the way the entire band engaged the audience tonight, I seriously see Images of Eden have a long shelf life. I mean, really, like, I think longevity is definitely in the cards for you guys. And, seriously, like, I just wish more bands would follow in your wake and just be that positive light for people to listen to open them up to new ideas, new emotions, and just inspire, And I think the way that you prefaced your final song for the night, Fight the Good Fight, your cover of Triumph song from Allied Forces, be somebody's hero, I think that says it beautifully.
Good, and I agree with that, and that's what we want. We have all been knocked down. All of us in this band have been down, and somebody out of the blue has put their hand down and lifted us up. What we're doing is paying it forward right now, and we thought that Fight the Good Fight song was a great song to remake, put it on the record, and perform it live for people for these times. Some people don't know what to do right now, but what can you do? You can keep fighting the good fight every day. You can
Amen.
Stay positive and keep fighting every day. Take one day at a time. But if you're going in the right direction, you'll get there.
One last thing about that, too. We're a band of survivors. I'm a 24-year addiction survivor, and I almost died in the hospital. I was about 150 pounds, alcohol detox. There are guys, there's another addiction survivor, abuse survivor. We've all had demons. Every one of us has been in the quicksand.
And your bassist Eric has helped survivors.
Exactly. So when you have been through that and you're this close to, you want to do the same thing because you know the place that you were in. And if we ever have a chance to, when we have an opportunity to lift somebody, we will. And it's like, what I say sometimes, if you have the ability to help, you have the responsibility to. And that's how we live. I don't care what happens to me. If I know that, hey, there were some people here that needed this tonight and are going to heal and they're going to be in a better place, that's why we do it.
Exactly right.
The name of the band is Images of Eden. The website is imagesofeden.com. The name of the album is Angel Born. The name of the label is Pavement. Big shout out to Munzie Ritchie for doing a great job, and Skateboard Marketing for killing it for Images of Eden all year.
And Tim and Mark from Pavement Entertainment, we love you guys. Thank you for so much for believing in us.
Ritchie, man.
And Barbara as well.
Barbara, you rock.
John Suchek.
And a big shout out to the maestro, Mr. Yngwie Malmsteen. Okay, so we just witnessed Images of Eden opening up for the maestro himself, Yngwie Malmsteen. For both of us, it was the first time seeing both of them.
Yep.
What did you think of Yngwie?
He's a little slow for my taste.
Yeah, he's got to build up his speed.
Yeah, way too slow.
Yeah. Honestly, I will admit, I'd be the first to make jokes about him, saying, immediately, but after seeing him perform, I'll never talk shit about the guy again. He was awesome. He really was. And Images were great. The School of Rock kids were great. Big shout out to all the kids that performed. Jake, the lead guitar player, was phenomenal. I think he made Randy Rhoads proud, especially with that solo from Crazy Train. That was really good. And Sunlord were very entertaining. I got a kick out of this song, Do Too Many Fucking Push... What was that called?
I think it was Do Too Many Fucking Push-Ups or something about push-ups, but as a personal trainer,
he approves.
But thank you, Lou, for introducing me to that band.
Images of Eden, no problem.
They're really awesome sounding.
They are. We definitely wish them all the success in the world. Thank you to the Chance Theater for being gracious hosts. Great venue you have here. We'll definitely promote shows that you're doing here. Big shout out to Mr. Yngwie Malmsteen for a phenomenal performance and your entire band. Big shout out to Brian, his drummer, who also drums with Ralph Vieira and Thrash or Die. Great young drummer. Sunlord and the School of Rock kids. Anyways, it's late. We're going to go home. We have a 2-hour ride back to the New York City suburbs.
Boo.
Yeah. But we're going to get something to eat first. And if you want to check out more about the Music is Live podcast, check out musicislivepodcast.com. Also check out our parent network, radstylereview.com. Check out all the shows that we got there. Please plug away anything you're doing.
If you want to get personal training, you can look me up at alphaflexfitness.com. And if you need real estate within the Queens, Long Island area, I can help you out with that as well. And I think I got to make a guest appearance on your show. I'm pushing myself on the show.
You're due. But this man's an excellent personal trainer. I mean, I was, as I say in the Terranut commercial that I air before every episode, I was 300 pounds, type 2 diabetic, and high blood pressure. This man helped me reverse it, saved my life. When I caught COVID, the reason why my wife and I beat it is because of him. So look this guy up. Really, he's the shit. We're going to head on out, get something to eat. And thanks for watching Music is Live podcast. And remember, all art is valid. Have a great night.